Hey guys, Kieran, aka Minecraft, is live again, and I'm talking about The Sims, the release date. So I'm just having a look now. Hold on. So they're saying that. So it says here, we're not working on Sims 5. If Sims 4 isn't successful, there won't be a Sims 5. Said Sims 4 producer Grant Rodiak on the official Sims forums just days after the release of The Sims 4. Um, Although I haven't played The Sims, um, I want people to just comment about what 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 people think of The Sims. Um, and obviously I know someone who loves The Sims. Um, Hopefully they comment. But yeah, just comment and tell me what you think. Um, but yeah, that's how I roll. But yeah. See, I'm gonna do this for about, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. So, but yeah, The Sims is the best game that my mum, my nan used to play for. Not my nan, my aunt. And they played for a very, very long time, like till about like 1 in the morning. So they wanted to um get loads of money, and all that. They did live stream as well. And yeah, so they played all the classic ones till now. But my mum don't play Sims much because obviously she hasn't got a PS4 and a PS2, so that's what she does. But let me have a look. Um, so I'm just checking now about the release date of The Sims 5. I'm just checking. I'm checking on the Sims base website, so see what it says on there. So they're saying apparently previous releases of The Sims was 2000, the Sims 2 2004, Sims 3 2009 and counting, um, Sims 4 2014, but apparently The Sims 5 is 2022. That's what they're saying. And yeah, so they're just saying. So why do we believe Sims 5 will come on the late 2022 for two main reasons? One, we know that the AA game takes 4 to 5 years to develop, and longer if the game is being developed into a new engine, which is the case as we stand earlier. Maxis began hiring new talent in 2018, so we placed the beginning of the development around that time. 4 to 5 years from then will happen in 2022. Number two, EA hasn't officially announced the development of Sims 5. The announcement of the new video game typically happens 1 year before its release, so we discard the release of The Sims 5 happening in 2021. I thought they were actually doing them. However, announcing a new game could reduce sales of new expansions for The Sims 4. So, it's possible the time between the announcement and actual release is shorter. We think the development of The Sims 5 will take at least 5 years because of the increasing complexity of each game with every release of The Sims. Where's my phone? Of of Sims games, there has been a major technological advance. The Sims 2 featured a full 3D environment for the first time. The Sims 3 featured a truly open world, and The Sims 4 introduced the character creator with direct manipulations. Emily! Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm back. So, as I was saying, so yeah. Yes, I'm fine. Can you stop interrupting me? Sorry about that. I keep getting bloody interrupted. It's annoying. The Sims 2 featured a full 3D environment for the first time. The Sims 3 featured a truly open world, and The Sims 4 introduced a character created with direct manipulation. So, what will The Sims 5 bring to the table? Whatever it is, and we hope it's progressive, preserve. Oh, I don't know. It will take time to develop. We think the development of The Sims 5 will take at least 5 years because of the increasing complexity. No, complexity of each game. With every release of the Sims games, there has been major technological advance. The Sims 2 featured a full 3D environment for the first time. The Sims 3 featured a truly open world, and The Sims 4 introduced a character created with direct manipulation. So, what will The Sims 5 bring to the table? I'm doing all over again. Sorry, that's my fault. Sorry. Um, on top of that, during the early days of The Sims 4, fans actively expressed their disappointment with some of the missing features that came by default. On earlier games, such as pools and toddlers, it is likely but not guaranteed that EA will try to avoid this much bad publicity again, so the next generation should have more of the expected features from the start, which will also prolong the development. Let's stay positive, guys. With all this taken into consideration, we expect the Sims 5 release date will take place around late 2022. So let's see if the Sims can build your own city. Genius game developer Will writes, two babies. The Sims and SimCity have sold millions upon millions of copies. The SimCity series is famous for placing players in charge of a virtual city and allowing them to let it flourish or burn it to the ground as they see fit. The Sims, however, is all about micro rather than macro management. Um, but all this could change in the upcoming release of the franchise, The Sims 5, the evolutions of the Sims neighborhoods. When playing one of the Sim games, the first thing you'll notice is the neighborhood. The Sim is the neighborhoods. The Sims 1 feature pre-neighborhood, pre-defined hood, with more available through expansion packs. Sims 2, however, introduced two additional neighborhoods, which allowed some customization, but crucially, entire neighborhoods could be built from scratch and added to the menu screen. The Sims 2 even allow players to import their maps from SimCity 4, although it usually took a lot of trial and error to make the roads look good. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. There. Um, while The Sims 2 may technically have been pushed into the class outdated by the Sims 3 and The Sims 4, it is often considered by polls and articles to be the fan favourite. Creating your very own neighbourhood from scratch and watching it become a functioning city is one of the most satisfying features of the game, as neither of its sequels offers quite the same way of playing. The customization of neighborhoods in The Sims 4 is absent, and the game is more focused on the individual rather than the larger larger perspective. However, since EA shut down the Sims City studio Maxis in 2015, three have been rumors that we might be seeing some of if its features in the future release of The Sims 5. City building in The Sims 5. Controversy over how The Sims 4 approach neighborhoods has not passed unnoticed. But it's not the inability of building cities that drew the most attention, but the removal of an open world. Um, One of the best things about The Sims 3 is that it feels like your household is part of a bigger neighborhood once that you can freely explore without seeing a loading screen. You can nip over to your neighbors' homes, rummage through their bins, buy a cup of sugar, or just say hello just by walking there. Everything flows together and feels like a real time. Just say, hopefully you like him. Please give me likes, subscribes, and whatever. Thank you. For some reason, The Sims 4 ditches all of that instead of being able to freely wander your Sims neighborhood. You have to click on a menu to travel to a different location, which is a loading screen for any quick jaunt. It still makes the world feel very fragmented and slow moving. Fans are hoping The Sims 5 will blend in the open world elements of The Sims 3, but with the variety of landscapes of The Sims 4. But is this compatible with the city building? Please comment on that. Bring up on a Bring up an open world and a city building mode together is a technical challenge. It is up to Electronic Arts (EA) Arts whether they think it's worth dedicating resourcing to both, or make just one or none for that matter. It wouldn't be the first time EA ignores its fans. That's a bit sad. So so far, the presence of a city building mode in The Sims 5 has only been speculation, but many of fans of the franchise are looking forward to it. What do you think, as they say? So, what do you think would happen? Well, I'll tell you. What do you think? Should EA bring back the old city building mode, or should they focus on making a truly open world? That's something you should comment in my comments, by the way. So, I hope you comment and like and subscribe. See what else there is. The Sims 5 fan made trailer by Childish Dyson. So if you search up the Sims 5 fan made trailer by Charlie Dyson, is a fan made. But if you look at the Sims 5 wish list features I want to see in the Sims 5. So let's see if they do virtual reality. Could the Sims 5 feature virtual reality? Let's have a look. The Sims fans are currently waiting for The Sims 5 to be launched with doubt in the back of their heads. Fans have created their own trailers and shared these over the internet, as well as dozens of wish lists with features they would like to see in The Sims 5. You can check out some of this fan-made content in our Sims 5 community section. Even though EA has not made any official announcements regarding the release of The Sims 5, we performed a free investigation to conclude when and if The Sims 5 will be released. Check out this article to find out. So check the article. With every Sims release, there has been a major technological advance. The Sims 2 featured a full 3D environment for the first time. The Sims 3 featured a truly open world, and The Sims 4 introduced a character created direct manipulation. So, what will The Sims 5 bring to the table? Yep. While waiting for The Sims 5 to have an official announcement of the release date, fans have been speculating about this game's features for quite some time. There have been rumors that the fifth edition of the Sims franchise could feature some virtual reality capabilities. Exciting. According to the rumor, a post was published on Reddit asking fans if they were ready to live in the world of The Sims. Unfortunately, the posts were quickly deleted, but not before some fans were able to get a quick glimpse of the post. Um, Find out the truth behind these rumours and whether it is even possible that Electronic Arts is considering this change for The Sims franchise in the following lines. Who is investing in virtual reality? The virtual reality technology has been put. Oh no, let's not talk about it. Let's just. Oh, thank you very much. I love that. Thank you for the comment. Thank you very much. Um, so what do you think about will Electronic Arts invest in virtual reality? Let's do this. Right. Electronic Arts CEO Andrew Wilson said in an analyst call a few months back that virtual reality is an unbelievable innovation, but that it will take a couple of years before it is a mass market opportunity. Oh, the CEO's bearish view is consistent with the notion that the initial wave of VR games and headsets has been a huge hit with consumers. Yet not a lot of views. No, there's not a lot of news, sorry, on VR for us. Wilson said in the call, people have come to terms that VR, while an unbelievable innovation, is going to make a couple of years before it is truly mass market opportunity. We are the same situation where we have enabled VR capability in Frostbite. We have delivered a VR experience. We are still looking at what a sports game will look like in VR. Okay, another one. Jason Rubin. Okay, let's skip that. Right. Let's look at something else. So, shall we see what else is there? So people put down on the comments. Wow, the future Sims sounds wonderful. Well, we don't know that. They said about 2022, possibly 2022, it might come out. But they've got Sims 4 mods like Deadpool and everything, which I don't understand that. So what we're going to look at is ATM credit cards and loans. So you find a new ATM object under Electronic Arts miscellaneous or named ATM SimPoint. It costs $10,000 or Sims when you Sims click on the ATM. They can get a credit card or apply for a credit. That's quite clever how they do it actually. But if I search up hold on. Let me search up, hold on. But yeah, so please comment about what you've heard. Hopefully you enjoy and give me some likes as well, by the way. So that's what I like. But I want to know what the release date is because it's supposed to be really good. Um, um, well, they're saying apparently The Sims 5, they're saying how much would The Sims 5 cost? So it says here, some people say Sims 5 price for PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox will be $59. But it says UK, we did UK. So that's no. Um, so, okay, this is a good one. Right. Will The Sims be on the PS5? This is good. Okay, will The Sims be on PS5? Most likely, yes, despite having not a fixed date, but The Sims 5 looks set to release in the early 2021. With the PS5 arriving in November 2020, you'd expect EA will build a building game that utilizes the enhancements of the next gen. 16th of September 2020. So let's see what it says here. So, excuse me. So, whoever wants to hear more about other stuff, please tell me and I'll talk about it because I'm happy to. Because to be honest, I've been doing this. I've been doing the previous one for about like over half an hour. I think I don't know. But we can see what top 10 movie facts if you want. See what it says. Because that's what I was doing earlier on. So news. Let's have a look. No, hold on. So let's have a look. Right. So um so so Guardians of the Galaxy #1. Chris Pratt apparently stole his AK's. Sorry. Nah, go away, go away. Cool, cool, go away. Thank you. Right, it says here Chris Pratt apparently stole his Star-Lord costume from the set for the sole purpose of having it available so he could show up in costume to visit sick children in the hospital who might want to meet Star-Lord. That's the first one. Number 2, the theory of everything. In an email to director James Marsh about the portrayal by Eddie Redmayne Stephen Hawking said there were certain points when he thought he was watching himself. In addition to his copyrighted voice, Stephen Hawking also lent the filmmakers his Companion of Honor medal and his signed thesis to use as genuine props in the film. #3 Armageddon. Nasher shows this film during their management training program. New managers are given the task of trying to spot as many errors as possible. At least 168 have been found. #4 Dallas Buyers Club. The film's budget was so low that the makeup budget was $250. The film's artists were able to work with that, and the film's makeup and hairstyling won an Oscar. #5 The Godfather. The cat held by Marlon Brando in the opening scene was a stray that Coppola found while on called for in the script. So content was the cat that is purring muffled some of the Brando's dialogue as a result most of his lines and to be looped. That was 5. 6. The Matrix. Kung Fu choreographer Wu Ping Yen initially refused to work on the film, and he hoped that by asking for an exorbitant fee, it would turn off the was I don't know. Anyway, it didn't. He next formulated what he considered an impossible request. He said that he'd agree only if he had completed control of the fights and that he trained the actors 4 months before they shoot. The Wachowskis complied with his request. 7. Elizabeth the got on. I don't know about that. What's the one? What's that one? No. The Terminator, number 18, The Terminator. One afternoon during a break in filming, Arnold Schwarzenegger went to a restaurant in downtown Los Angeles to get some lunch and realized all too late that he was still in Terminator makeup with a missing eye, exposed jawbone, and burned flesh. Number 23, I Am Legends. Will Smith grew so enamored of his canine co-star Abby that he tried to adopt her when filming was finished, but the dog's trainer could not be persuaded to give her up. Saving Private Ryan. Tyrone Sismore was battling a drug addiction during production. Steven Spielberg gave him an ultimate, ultimatum that he would be blood tested on the set every day on filming, and if he failed the test once, he would be fired, and the part of Horvath would be recast and reshot with someone else, even if it was at the end of the production. Um, Iron Man. Paul Bettany has never been in the film and is unfamiliar with the plot. He said Jarvis was the easiest job ever, and it was almost like a robbery since he only worked for 2 hours, got paid a lot of money, and then went on vacation with his wife, Jennifer Connelly. Um, Captain America, the first Avenger. Holly Atwell surprisingly touching Chris Evans' chest as he emerged from the pod upon turning into Captain America was very much improvised, and the surprise on her face is genuine. As she admitted in interviews, she was very taken by Chris' physique and nearly broke character and ruined the take that made into the film as a result. By the way, um, um, it. The Duffer Brothers originally wanted to direct the movie, but were overlooked as they were not established enough. They went on to create Stranger Things 2016, which co-stars Finn Wolford, which has paid homage to Stephen King. Which eye? Sorry, which eye? Um, um, the Terminator again. It's another one. Simpson was considered for the Terminator, but the producers feared he was too nice to be taken seriously as a cold-blooded killer. The Social Network. During one of the depositions, it is mentioned that the invention of Facebook made Mark Zuckerberg the biggest thing on a campus that included 19 Nobel laureates, 15 Pulitzers, prize winners, 2 future Olympians, and a movie star. One of the lawyers then asked who was in the movie star, and the response is, "Does it matter?" This movie star was in fact Natalie Portman, who was enrolled at Harvard from 1999 to 2003 and helped screenwriter Aaron Sorkin by providing him insider information about goings on at Harvard at the time Facebook was first appeared there. Um, Avatar number 64. Avatar. James Cameron was convinced that CGI effects had progressed enough to make this film when he saw Gollum in The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers 2002. But also to say, as a fact, there was a game called Avatar and they based it actually on the film. And I was quite actually surprised because I got that game. It's really good. Let's have a look. The Hunger Games 68. On the set of The Hunger Games, Jennifer Lawrence told co-star Josh Hutcherson she could kick all the way over his head and said she gave him a concussion. Number 70, Casino Royale. Daniel Craig lost the 2 front teeth while filming filming fight scene in Prague. The first action scene to be shot, and his dentist had to fly from London to replace them. Let's have a look what it says. Inception, number 90. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly, Christopher Nolan explained that he based the roles on the Inception team similar to roles that are used in filmmaking. Cobb as the director, Arthur is the producer. Ariane is the production designer. Eames is the actor. Saito is in the studio and Fisher is the audience. In trying to write the team-based creative process, I wrote "The One I Know," said Nolan. Lara Croft Tomb Raider number 92. Filming the scenes where Lara drives her Land Rover through the jungle, there had to be endless reshoots due to snakes and other wildlife falling through the open top roof. Angela Jolie herself was reported to be terrified. Star Wars The Last Jedi. After first completing the arduous 600-foot climb on islands Skellig Michael Island, Mark Hamill had hoped that he could avoid having to repeat the Trek edition additional scenes if he could somehow remain on the summit overnight, thus forfeiting the luxury of room service at his hotel. He'd suggest sleeping in a tent and staying in character. However, after some inquiries were made with the Irish authorities, he was told by producer Kathleen Kennedy that he was not permitted to pitch in a tent because on the location is a protected UNESCO UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 103, Parts of the Caribbean and Dead Man Tell No Tales. The film was being produced as Johnny Depp was going through a bitter divorce from his wife Amber Heard. He was chronically late to the set to the point where it ate into the schedule as the set often came into a halt for hours at a time. It got to the point where a production assistant was hired just to wait outside Depp's house and announced that he was awake when they saw the lights inside come on. Number 117, Twilight. No, that's not too long. That's it, guys. So that's all I can say, really. But if anyone likes this video, subscribes, and comments, please do it now or do it probably in the next video I do. I'll probably do it about tomorrow in the afternoon about 12 or 1 o'clock not 1 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, so please subscribe and like and enjoy the next video I do. Alright, peace out. Ciao.